Joining me today is the president of Mount Joy Ski Resort. That is Chris Bogue. Chris, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Evan.
Now, Chris, your guys' annual AGM was just earlier this week. I guess first things first, do you guys come up with a tentative start date yet?
Yeah, so with the current COVID issues that's going on right now, we're sure if we're going to be able to get our start date any more ahead than it was last year, but it is something that we are trying to push forward.
Now, is there any approximate date whatsoever, or is that still sort of in the works here?
I'm going to say the end of December, the beginning of January is typically when we would open. So we would probably commit to still those dates as of right now, but we are still hoping for an earlier season than that yet.
Now, Chris, I know that there was some updates, some upgrades done to Mount Joy over the summer here. Do you want to just explain maybe what a few changes people could see this upcoming year are?
For sure. So in the last couple of years, we've been socking away some money with the help of Synergy Credit Union kicking us off in what was called Project Snow. And this was to upgrade our water reserves as well as put in additional water lines for additional snowmaking. This summer, BPC actually came out and installed 4 more lines for us. That means over double the amount of snowmaking capabilities in areas that we can cover on our hill. People will see a huge difference in the amount of skiing areas that we can actually use this year.
Yeah, I know one big part of that for you guys was getting some snow on that south side of the hill rather than just relying on the environment. Now, how big do you think these extra water lines will be, especially early in the year, while we don't have as much snow?
Yeah, for sure. Typically, that's what we've seen in the past is in that December when we tried to make snow a lot of the times, we just get cold temperatures, great snowmaking conditions, but it doesn't bring a lot of natural snow along with it. Like you mentioned, the south side of the hill itself, the expansion in that area will almost double our skiability area in the early seasons.
Now, Chris, obviously, we are in the middle of a pandemic with COVID-19. What are a few protocols that we might be seeing at Mount Joy this year?
For sure. So just process efficiencies through our buildings is kind of the biggest thing. We do have a smaller chalet, a smaller rental shop. It's nice and homely, but this year it's going to take a little bit more organization to actually process it through. So we are looking at some softwares for pre-booking pickup times, online ticket sales, online lesson bookings. So we're trying our best, as well as with assistance from Canada West Ski Association. They've been a huge help with us coming up with a new response plan for this.
And now, will things like rentals still be available for customers?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We still want to try to grow the sport this year. And that means new skiers. That's a huge part of our business out there, is introducing people to skiing and snowboarding. So we will definitely be offering rentals again this year.
Now, Chris, as I mentioned at the beginning here, you guys just did have your AGM earlier this week. You want to just maybe briefly break down a couple of the key points for us?
For sure. So we were an 8-person board. Now we're a full 10-person board. We have 5 new fresh faces that are on the board itself. It's excellent. Like-minded people. These fresh faces are going to move Mount Joy forward, continuing to progress as we were in the last couple of years, trying to grow the sport in the area.
And now, Chris, final question here. I know Mount Joy is mainly volunteer run. Are you guys still in search for volunteers for this upcoming season?
Yes, we are always in search for volunteers. We're going to try to organize our volunteers a little bit this year with scheduling, whether it's between preseason, the first part of the season, or the end. Try to schedule people through certain tasks. Always looking for volunteers.
And Chris, how can some people looking to go out and volunteer with you guys get in touch with you?
Great question. So on our website, we actually have a volunteer sign up on our Mount Joy webpage itself, as well as on Facebook. There will be links on there. We will be running a volunteer campaign, so look for those advertisements.
Right on, Chris. Thank you very much for joining me. And I think it's safe to say that we're all excited to get some snow and get back out on the hill.
For sure, Evan. Thank you very much.